Hello and welcome to another PA Matches cast. I'm Brian Perkis, and today we are joining Nova Clan and taking a look at the Stratera mod. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's another balance mod with a lot of these same similar concepts and ideas that the Realm Balance mod has, but just some different executions. So, guys, tell me what's different with this mod.
Alright, so we did the little thing where the commander storage is multiplied by quite a bit, so now you can go factory first.
I like.
Yeah, and then we've changed around quite a bit. We've added a lot of units to T1 and T2, and then we've made the costs for T2 also cheaper, because the whole thing was to make it so that T2 wasn't an upgrade. It was more of just a thing to help.
I like.
And then, I believe that T2 metal also is twice. It's 5 actually, sorry. That when you stack, it all adds up to 10, so both are 5. So the economy has been changed a little bit to make metal a little harder to get.
But along with that, everything generally costs less, particularly T2, right?
Yes, T2 definitely costs a lot less. T2 costs only twice, I think, of T1. The factories, at least. The units might be a little different.
And then I also see that trophy system is going naval first. Y'all have done a bunch of naval, right?
Oh, yes, we have. A lot of, like, the T2 ships are a bit different from the T1 ships now. The T2 ships, I believe, are really fast firing and lower damage because they have all those turrets. And then the T1 are the opposite. Here, we've also added a thing, precision missile launcher. It's kind of like a T1 nuke. It's pretty fun.
Nice. So then you have to build the missile and launch it manually?
Yes.
Nice.
Alright, what am I doing? Here. Also, bot and tanks are a lot different in this. Like, they are both pretty equal in power. Like, you can use them both viably.
So, okay, so what's different about them?
Okay,
Oh, subs. I assume those aren't working subs?
No, they're not submersible. They're torpedo ships.
Nice.
Okay, bots are pretty DPS heavy, but tanks are very alpha heavy, obviously. And then tanks really have a lot of health to compensate for the bot's DPS. And the Skitter now has its weapon back, which is really devastating to like fast expanders.
Yeah, the Realm Balance mod has something similar, and I love doing early harassment with the Skitter. It's just brutal when done right.
It really is. And then another thing, we've changed all the turrets in the fact that all of them have their own role, and we've also added an extra turret. So we have 2 different single lasers. One of them is a really weak laser, kind of the spammable one, and then another is the other T1 single laser defense tower is a sniper tower, so it has really long range and very high alpha damage, but a very slow rate of fire. So it's very good against tanks because of how slow they are. They are only 8 speed. And then we have the double laser defense tower, which I don't think we've done enough changes to yet, which is meant to be kind of the middle. So you have your middleman kind of turret, and then you have the T2 turret is the triple laser, obviously, and it has very, very fast fire rate, a tiny bit of AoE, and very low damage, so it's kind of supposed to be the crowd control turret.
Okay, so you've also talked about how units have kind of changed a lot. First, tell me about what's different about the units that are in the vanilla PA, and then tell me about all the new units that you've added.
Alright, let me think. The bots have been okay, the docks has been renamed to Scamper because haha. And we've changed quite a bit of the damage, I think. Or the speed of fire, maybe. I don't know at the moment. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the game.
Yeah, lots of units to keep track of.
Oh, why does it build like that? That's annoying.
Mind if I troubleshoot in game here? Every time I click something, it double clicks. Like if I click to build one unit, it builds two. I thought it might have had something to do with mod batch, but whenever I shift click a unit, it builds 10, and it's set to do 5.
Huh.
So that's definitely UI registration. It's probably one of my mods broke, but it's weird how a mod would cause double clicking.
Ooh, here's one thing I've realized that we did change is the bot anti-air, which we did add back because it's silly for the bots not to have anti-air. So it is basically like potshot AA. It shoots up into the sky with kind of like a machine gun style weapon. So it's a little different from the vehicle one just because we wanted some differences between them. Another thing we've done is we've moved the Vanguard from T2 to T1 and Inferno from T1 to T2, but we changed the Vanguard in the way now it's basically just a mobile wall with radar, and it's actually viable because you can use it very well to help protect your forces, especially if you have like the artillery bots, which we changed a little bit. Because of this intense health, and also the radar makes it very good for those artillery bots because they can use it for able to see the enemy and be very good at kiting. Here, I got it. We've also
you adjusted
changed,
the cost
I
of it,
think,
huh?
the fabricators a little. The cost of what? Sorry.
The Leviathan.
Oh, no, I think Stuart did a little work on it. I'm not sure though.
Because
Don't hold me to
it
that.
wasn't balanced to your economy to begin with, but when it was balanced to vanilla PA economy, it was 80 grand, wasn't it?
Oof, ship for 80 grand is a lot.
Well, it is a ship.
So I don't know. Yeah, ships are big, so makes sense.
I added scout class units, like raiding class units, I suppose it should be.
Where is it at?
So,
does a pigeon actually work?
what's the Stomper?
Yes, it does.
Is that the artillery bot?
That is, yes, because the Grenadier is now in T2, and it's not a Grenadier anymore. Now it's like a very high fire rate unit with quite a bit of damage, I think. It's kind of like a minigun, I guess you would say.
Nice.
Because the model just fit with it, I guess.
Yeah, that's got that rotating. What's the Strider?
That is supposed to be a hover tank. It's not done yet. It doesn't actually hover, but it's kind of like the bridge between the bots and the tanks. So it's a bit higher DPS because it's very fast fire rate, and it moves a bit faster. It also has lower health to compensate and such.
What about the Sunfish? What's different with that?
That is, we've moved the T1 AA to the T2, but the scout ship is now not a scout ship. It has AA capabilities, kind of like in Subcom the gunboat for the Aeon.
What about the Slasher? What's that?
I'll have to look. Is it a bot?
No, it's a vehicle using the spinner model.
Oh, that's just a rename for the spinner. That's the Slasher was the name for the what was it in TA? That was the name of the anti-air, I think. I really got to get air up. We have also added like a T1 gunship, which
yes, the T1 gunship.
It's like your bulk unit, I guess you'd say, because it's both air and ground, and it has a longer range missiles that do lower damage, I think, than the anti-air. Basically, you can't win 1v1 that against a fighter or something, because that would be ridiculous. But you... Oh, no. Air fabs, damn it. Move, units, move.
So then what's different about the rest of air?
Haven't made as many changes to that.
I think we still need to do a passover for it.
Gotcha.
But if you want my opinion, I'm thinking of diversifying all the air units. Like the way Uber made a tactical missile bomber, I was thinking of making fighters with longer missiles, but like slower and less of a fire rate. And some fighters, you know, that fire 4 missiles with like a lower fire rate, like ammo system. I think the Realm has something like that. And
the Realm uses
fighters...
the Realm Balance Mod uses the ammo system a lot, particularly with the advanced units.
Right, and I think that's pretty great actually. But I was just thinking basically like Ace Combat has a variety of different fighters, like the Exma and the XLAA and stuff. It's basically different ranges on missiles, different rates of fire, maybe different burst damages.
So what about combat fabbers?
Oh, they cannot do the assisting kind of exactly like the stable build.
Okay.
We just borrowed over Uber's code.
And what about orbital? Is orbital different?
I don't think we've done many changes to orbital yet. And ooh, you sneaky person, I hate you. I see that giant blob of units.
Uh-huh.
I really wish I would have get that teleporter.
You don't even know what I
working.
have, zombie.
I have radar.
Oh, come on, tanks. Oh,
By the way,
I don't have radar, but I
Brian,
see.
I think I got the teleporter to where it pushes naval units through on my build.
Ha, nice.
Oh,
Holy
no,
cow, those
that's way-
artillery bots. That was awesome.
It is, isn't it? Just the red. I love it. Oh man, tanks. Oh, that's bad. Tanks, what are you doing? Shoot them.
Yeah, you needed less artillery bots for this attack. You are way overkilling.
Zombie, I'll have you know I hate you.
I know you do. Oh, I see your orbital.
Oh, get away.
Can't take it out.
Oh no, stupid building getting in the way. Oh no. You were so lucky that tanks are so slow.
I know. I gotta use the
Is
advantage.
my Leviathan like beaching?
Then you come on my back and build those over there? Well, nice. Very nice, I love you. Not really.
Uh-huh.
Do fireflies have guns?
No, they don't. Because that's like one of the only things that the vehicle scout has, right?
What happened to trophy?
I don't know, did
What
he
happened to what?
leave? Oh, he's still here, zombie.
What have you? I vaguely remember you saying something about increasing the health of units.
Yes, all units are double health, including the buildings.
Nice. The Realm
Because we
Balance
thought that was a
Mod
good
does
number.
that as well, and I really enjoy that about the Realm Balance Mod.
Yep, it's like the perfect number.
Yep, just give everything a nice rough double, and the engagements last longer, strategy matters more. Have you made any changes to the Stingray?
I think I gave it the ammo system.
No.
What I did basically was I made it able to shoot 4 rounds faster, and I think I lowered the damage per missile. But then after
wow.
4, it charged about half the speed.
Those hover tanks are pretty awesome.
I think I lowered the damage just because they were doing too much damage to Leviathans. They were like a direct counter at a T2 level. I just thought that would be a problem if it was an only naval map. You'd just build Stingrays because Leviathans couldn't beat Stingrays. But Stingrays do a higher strike damage against Leviathans, though. Considering the Leviathan has to linger to take its shots, and the Stingray does massive damage the very second it fires its missile. I still think the selection boxes are messed up. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. I should probably take a look at it.
So, Peregrines are looking like they're firing only 1 missile at a time. What's different about them?
They are, I think they do not that much damage at all, but they, compared to the T1 fighter, but they do AoE. Like, it was an experimental change, and I haven't really changed some more about it. It was a little underpowered, actually, so I'll have to work on it.
Oh, I see.
Still seems that Naval First isn't quite up to snuff.
I made a lot of balances to it. I gave it 2 units that cost a normal vehicle cost and have a normal vehicle speed. And on top of that, I also gave the Fabbers bot speed and efficiency. And on top of that, I also gave the Fabbers more range, because Naval has more range in general, so if they're building against ships, that'd be a problem.
Gotcha. I don't know, it just seems that Trophy is hanging fairly far behind.
Yeah, I didn't notice my vehicle factory installment disappeared kind of there. I also haven't built any combat fabbers yet to like support my Leviathans. I don't know why, I just didn't think about them.
Oh, there's combat fabber style ships.
Yeah, the combat fabrication, the old fabrication sub is now a combat fabricator.
Nice. Those torpedo boat sub things look to be pretty cool. The narwhal.
Factory zombie.
That narwhal's
Dude,
just got like
I
a machine gun.
Much more.
Yeah, it has an anti-air machine gun, but it also has a low rate of fire, giant range AoE flak cannon kind of thing.
Ooh, nice. Does the Stingray still fire at anti-air?
I think we got rid of that for the narwhal. That's why we moved the narwhal T2. I didn't think I told you that yet, actually.
Ah.
I actually think the narwhal has worse anti-air against just individual units as far as DPS goes, but if any 10 units are within close to each other, all 10 of them gets hit with a flak.
Yeah, and that's the way flak should operate.
Yeah, you think the flak is a little small too for what it is in the vanilla?
Honestly, I don't play the vanilla very much. I'm not overly proficient enough on the vanilla in order to be able to comment on stuff.
I like how Stingrays have already pretty much killed me, but are still kind of not shooting my commander. Oh, you know why? I think I know why. It's because commanders that are underwater, the Stingray has a hard time hitting. It's because the missiles just kind of spiral. That's actually a bug in vanilla, but no one notices it because of the lack of naval.
Whoa.
But Alpha, the commander wasn't targetable at all, so I guess that's some kind of a fix.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure against the balance of naval versus air yet, but I was thinking of adding just basic basic machine gun cannons to the ships that have shells as well, like the Leviathan and the Blue Bottle, which I renamed the Blue Bottle. What the heck is up with the Uber Cannon hitting water?
I don't know, but did it not always do that? I don't know. I haven't tested it enough, so. Oh, zombie, I hate you, I really do. I'll have you know that.
I know you do.
Where did my, yeah, okay, I do have T2 flag.
No, I think the Uber Cannon, this is the first time I've used the Uber Cannon against a ship. But I think it does the same thing that the Stingray missile does. But it does good damage.
Did I die?
No, I died. I think the Stingray missile, or the Uber Cannon, does the same thing the Stingray missile does. When you target the water, it'll curve up and over the water and past it, and then back, and then hit it.
No, I forgot about those. Oh no, get away from me.
But it still will hit the water accurately, and it still will, Did you kill both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got me.
And normally in a free-for-all, you don't attack both your enemies at once.
That's zombie for you.
Well, when you're curb stomping, then go for it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It seemed like he was steamrolling us.
Well, it took him, like, he killed me with bombers. An evil little man. Ugh. I was getting into his base and destroying most of his factories with my units. Or at least on his left side.
I don't know how he erected a navy so fast. I thought I was the only one in a pond for the longest part of the game.
Well, you ignored one small section, so fairly early on he got out a few factories, and then he just built a bunch of ships and hid them there, and then attacked.
Oh wow, I've got to see that on the replay. I thought I sent a sunfish and a sea bass. The sea bass is the torpedo ship. The sea bass has a little bit longer range, like 150 compared to 120, and it has torpedoes that do more damage to ships and stuff, but they can't even attack land, is how I guess I balanced it. Because the sunfish has missiles that can attack air and land and sea, but they're only 120 and they have a lower rate of fire and damage.
What is the commander's build speed? Seems increased.
It's 15, I think.
Is that
15 metal a second?
Is the commander 3 times more?
Well, that was pretty fun. I'm very curious to try this out some more. I'm gonna give it a go myself, and I'll probably be doing some more videos with this balance mod. Let me know what you think. I really like to know. I really enjoy getting your opinion on these different balance mods that are coming out. Some really fun, unique stuff is coming out. One of the things that I like so much about this mod compared to the Realm Balance mod is this one introduces a ton of new units, and that's just awesome. More variety, more awesome. Again, let me know what you think. Drop me a subscribe and a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.